Perfect. Well, thanks, Jamie. I appreciate your time today. Just a couple quick questions. I know we've been your bookkeeper from day one up until now. Could you kind of walk me through the process of any difference that we've made and just give your honest feedback about our services?
Yeah, absolutely. So I have a background in finance, so it's not something bookkeeping isn't something that's intimidating or that I'm not comfortable with, but it takes a huge amount of time. And at the moment, I am, I tell people I never sleep and I'm never on vacation. It's just around the clock. So being able to take a big chunk of to-do items and outsource them and be confident that I'm getting good output is really helpful. It's helpful every month when I look at my P&L. I report my P&L to my landlord, amongst others, and it's
Hmm.
literally just forwarding an email. It's super easy, and it's been great. Mid-month, if there's ever an expense that isn't clear what it is, your team will reach out and clarify. So I have a great deal of confidence that you guys are watching it very closely. And then when it comes to tax season, it's doing it through your service has been great. Basically, just say, yeah, go ahead and do it, and then it's done. So I'm very pleased all the way around.
Perfect. Great. Well, thanks for that feedback. Is there anything um, that we could have done better in terms of communication or response time or, you know, answering questions about taxes?
No, actually, that's something I should have highlighted, not as a negative, but as a positive. I really appreciate the responsiveness. So when I
Got it.
email or call, I get a response very quickly, which I can't say is the case for all of my vendors across all the different things we do. But this has been great. It feels like I get a hold of you when I need you, and you guys are really switched on in how you look at things.
Perfect. I appreciate you saying that. Yeah, it's interesting in my internal approach to this company. I think response time for any accounting firm is the number one gauge of success. And so, the last thing you want to do is have an accountant that responds a few days or a week or longer in some situations after you email them. So I appreciate you saying that. I try really hard, to make sure that we respond always within a couple hours, if not always less than a day. So I love that.
Great.
Perfect. Um, Great. Well, like I said, don't want to take up too much of your time. Any final thoughts? Would you recommend the service to others in your space?
Yes, I would and have. I think for anybody, particularly I can speak from experience at the early stages, the first year of operating a business, there's just so much going on that it's really nice to be able to take a chunk of it and say, okay, I know this is in good hands and I don't need to worry about this.
Gotcha. Yeah, perfect. Well, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate your time today. Want to keep this short because I respect your time, but can't thank you enough. It means a lot to me.
Of course. Happy to
All right.
help.
Thanks again.
Sure.